homes from coast to coast are at risk for wildfire destruction. Wildfire Community Preparedness Day, May 3rd, co-sponsored by the National Fire Protection Association and State Farm, encourages those living in wildfire-prone areas to complete risk reduction projects that can help their homes and communities safer. Our guest today is Michele Stienberg of the NFPA Wildfire Division Director. How are you, Michele? Thanks for stopping by.
I'm doing great. It's so good to be with you today, Neil. Thanks.
What is Wildfire Community Preparedness Day? Yeah.
Wildfire Community Preparedness Day is an opportunity for people to get together and do projects around homes and across neighborhoods that really start to bend down the wildfire risk. And we chose the first Saturday in May. It doesn't coincide with any major holidays that we know of. It's a good reminder for people every year to start doing their preparation. And it's just a really fun rallying point for people to get educated and have a little fun while they're doing things that make their neighborhoods safer.
What can people do to help protect their homes, and what are some examples of risk reduction projects?
Great. So many things that people can do to make their homes safer are very simple. So if you're looking around at your home, seeing where, let's say, leaves and pine needles have piled up over the winter, those are the areas where embers could go during a wildfire. Those are those little pieces of burning material coming off the main fire. That's the real culprit to homes, is those sneaky little embers get in and start to ignite anything that's receptive to them. So clearing out those gutters, going along your porch lines, fence lines, getting rid of that dead material, keeping that kind of clean, and then looking around for any openings. So you might have some garage vents or attic vents that you can screen with metal mesh so that you're still getting the ventilation, but you're not allowing those embers to get in.
Tell us about the home ignition zone and its significance.
Sure. Home ignition zone is a concept coined by fire scientists that we're looking at. How do we see these big disasters like what we saw in LA? How do those even happen? But they realized if we can prevent a home from igniting, it can't burn and pass the fire to the next home and the next home. So the way to minimize ignition to homes is look at the exterior of the home and then everything around it within maximum 100 feet. A lot of people don't have 100 feet. So do all the things in that zone that can modify your fire risk, and then work with your neighbor as well.
And that's got to be concerning, right? When you talk about that, the areas where it could be a problem. And a lot of homeowners don't know about this, do they?
Right. I think that people are shocked to find out that this could impact them. And even if it's not a large fire, even small fires that damage or destroy one or two homes, that's a disaster for those individuals. So we want to be aware on a hot, dry, windy day, especially if we've had a long period of drought. Those are the perfect conditions if an ignition should start that a wildfire could take off. And that can transmit quickly from, say, a wooded area into areas of people's homes very rapidly. And so if you have that vegetation or mulch or dead material on the ground near your house, that spells trouble. So that's what we're trying to get people to pay attention to.
And, it's not, wildfires are not just, in Southern California. What areas of the country are at risk for wildfires?
Sure, just about any place in the country can experience this kind of event. Most of our ecosystems in North America are adapted to fire, meaning fire is just a natural part, just like the wind and the sunlight and the rain. The plants and animals need fire to thrive in many ecosystems. So we are living amongst these woodlands and natural lands that need fire, and we need to be very aware of that and realize it will happen. We just need to be prepared so that it doesn't become a disaster at our home.
During the January fires in Southern California, why did some homes survive while others were destroyed?
Right. So we saw a very significant long dry period in that part of the country. Significant winds, so it was really very devastating to see that much damage. But I did visit, and we were shown homes that we were told that the fire department was not able to get to these homes, yet they had prepared so well. These homeowners had done all the work around the home, like I said, to the exterior of the home, their yards, so that basically fire could not ignite those homes. It was very difficult for embers to catch anything at these properties. So those homes survived.
Why is it important to prepare homes well in advance of wildfires?
Right. So we often think, wildfire happens, we call 911, somebody's going to come. But when you have dozens or hundreds of homes exposed at the same time, the only thing really we can do is get you out safely. So we really want people to take the steps ahead of time before there's smoke in the air, when you have time to think through it and do your checklist and work with your neighbors, to have it be more of an enjoyable event and a learning event than to have to worry about what you're going to do as the fire is approaching.
Where can viewers get more information?
We'd love them to visit wildfireprepday.org and get lots of great information, not just for this weekend with Prep Day coming, but all year round.
This is so informative. Things I did not know about, and it's very good to know this so that situations like Southern California, when it happens, homes will survive if they take the time to prepare themselves. We appreciate it. Thank you again, Michele.
You're welcome.